This is Ed Silver reporting from the slopes of Chamonix Mont Blanc, Argentière section, trying to tell the terrible tale that must be told of the killer marmots and their criminal empire.
I'm Ben Silver, and I'm going to be helping expose the killer marmots.
My name is Alice, otherwise known as Alice. You probably know that though.
Hello, I'm Emma Henry. You've probably heard of.
So, a part of this expose of the evil marmots, which is being covered up by the French government and the Chamonix Lift Company, we're going to be going deep undercover. Here we are in one of the mountain restaurants.
Have you seen this? Observe. Ed, this is Whitford. Ed, this is Whitford.
So far the team has been undercover for about 3 or 4 days now. We've been pretending to be tourists in the Chamonix Valley. We've been skiing, but all we found really is more and more evidence of the evil going on. Okay, I'm back at a mountain restaurant in Argentière, Chamonix Valley, reporting some more on the dreaded incursions of the marmots. I've got some eyewitness accounts now. The first is from my son, actually. I'm very disturbed that my son was attacked by marmots yesterday evening. I think he might give us a short interview. We're going to see him now. Okay, Joe seems to want to play on an iPad. However, maybe he can give us a moment or two of his time to tell us what happened with the whole marmot attack thing. Go on, can you tell me about that, Joe?
Well, I was on a back run.
A black run?
Yeah.
Are you a good skier?
I think so, yeah.
Would you describe yourself as intermediate, advanced, expert?
Intermediate.
Intermediate, okay. Modest. And you were skiing on a black run as an intermediate, and tell me what happened next.
Well, just as I went around a mogul.
A mogul, is that a sort of animal?
No, it's a like, kind of bump in the slope.
Okay, is that dangerous?
Only if you fall over it.
Okay, so you went around a potentially dangerous bump in the slope on the slopes of Chamonix. Yes,
Yeah.
Tell us.
And then I heard a
Uh-huh.
and I saw the glint of a marmot's eye.
How did you know it was a glint of a marmot's eye rather than a piece of jewellery cast aside by a Russian oligarch in the snow?
Because that was the marmot death call.
Okay. And then?
So fortunately, I had another child with me.
Another child?
A small child. He's not here anymore.
He's not here anymore?
Because he was fed with lots of Nutella for a week.
Okay.
So when the marmots attacked, they ate him. And then because of the Nutella inside, they went to sleep for 3 years.
Okay, so you let the marmots eat another child, and what, did you raise the alarm?
I skied away.
Okay, did you tell anyone, maybe from the lift company?
I tried to, but then they threw me out. And
They didn't want to know. You said that a child had been eaten by marmots, and they weren't interested.
They weren't interested.
Hi, this is Ed Silver reporting again from Argentière, Chamonix Valley, on the case of the deadly killer marmots. I've come to what's known as a chalet. Doesn't look like much of a chalet, looks like a small safe catering apartment to me. However, I'm going to interview a victim of a marmot attack. Sadly, the victim is my own son. Let's hear what he has to say. Your thumb.
So, I was skiing down a run in Chamonix when I fell over, and because the reason I fell over was that I saw the glint, something shiny, could have been an eye maybe, in the bushes at the side of the slope. When I fell over, I heard this eek. It was too horrible to sort of describe really, and so I just saw this blur of movement, and so I knew I just had to get away. So I bit my thumb, but I started telemarking off, and suddenly it went away. Later, looking at it, it was obvious that it had been injected with some sort of venom, so I had to
if you look
suck it to
carefully,
remove
you can
it.
see 2 wounds. There's show us the front of your look. There's a bite mark there, and there's a bite mark there, and then there's discoloration. It's like your hand's been chewed by an animal with a powerful jaw.
Yeah.
But you escaped.
Yes.
That's fantastic. As far as we know, Ben Silver is the only known per human to have escaped from a marmot? Okay, so firstly we've heard of an attack on a young child skiing alone, sliding down cocks. Now we're going to hear another account from another party which we've met up with in the Chamonix Valley, one of the Henrys. I think it's James Henry.
Hello.
And what's your name?
James.
James
Henry.
So go on, Henry James or James Henry?
James Henry.
James Henry. And what happened to you?
I was going down Red Run, when I went down a bit of off-piste, and I saw the glint of a marmot's eye in the bushes, and I heard the marmot death call of
And then?
Luckily I had a spare jar of Nutella on me that I threw at them, and they...
So this is a bit of a revelation. He had a spare jar of Nutella. This means only one of two things. Firstly, he'd taken the jar of Nutella from the supermarket specially, or secondly, he'd stolen the chalet Nutella. Hang on, we're going to have to clarify that. James, tell us a bit more about this Nutella.
I got it from the supermarket.
You got it, and why did you take Nutella skiing?
Because you always tell me to take Nutella in case you get attacked by a marmot.
You take Nutella if you get attacked by a marmot. What does the Nutella do?
Well, if a marmot eats Nutella, they fall asleep for 3 years, so it's very easy to then ski.
Okay. Marmots can be invisible, and they also like Nutella. If they eat Nutella, they fall asleep for 3 years. Okay, what happens if they don't eat Nutella? That's what I want to know. So James, you took Nutella with you, but what if you hadn't had your Nutella? What could have happened then?
Then the marmots would have injected me with their venomous poison, which would have melted me to acid. Then they would have dragged me into their marmot hole and digested me for 6 months, and then spat me up as mozzarella cheese.
Mozzarella?
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella cheese. Here I am on the early morning gondola up from Argentière to the Grand Montet. And I'm going to speak to a French person here who will deny that marmots are dangerous. I'll just ask him now. Okay, so, sir, can you tell me, are marmots dangerous to children?
No.
See, a denial. This is the pattern that we found throughout the Chamonix Valley. Everyone in the valley says marmots are safe, friendly, nice, cuddly animals, but we know the dangers that they pose to society. Okay, here I am again in Argentière, Chamonix, with my friend James.
Hello.
And a man who might give us the inside track on the dangers of marmots. So far we've had nothing but denials from the French authorities, but perhaps this British mountain guide, operating despite all the difficulties of employment in France, might give us the truth. One moment. Hi, can you tell us about the dangers that marmots pose to children?
Yes, marmots are a vicious beast that live in holes, and when they sense the ground vibrating, they will attack. They've got very long claws and sharp incisor teeth, and they will come up and they'll grab your ankles.
Right, yeah.
And this causes a lot of skiers to fall over.
Right.
And they don't know why they've fallen, but the marmot attacks are well known in the professional world of mountaineers for being the cause of many serious accidents.
Falls. What about venomous fangs?
This hasn't been proven yet, but a lot of people have had infections from marmot attacks, and they don't know why. They can't cure them with antibiotics, and a lot of people have been.
Save your life one day.
No. You tell them about the marmot attacks that we suffered here. Now this is
as a victim who's survived.
This is my friend who was attacked by marmots up there.
I'd show you them, but it's going to take me too long to get all the scars.
Okay.
To take my ski gear
There are
off.
children. It might not be appropriate.
Yes.
Carry on.
In the middle of the restaurant.
So he
Pay
thought
attention, it will save your life, this.
Yeah.
he thought it was a rock that he fell over,
Right.
but actually it was a marmot attack.
marmot. Okay.
Both his skis came off.
Didn't appreciate
He was
being
in deep
disturbed.
powder. It took him about 10 minutes to recover.
Right.
And we've now called it the marmot murder attempt.
Okay. So, do you know if the French authorities collect any statistics on child deaths due to marmots?
They refuse to accept any liability. They refuse to talk about it or accept that there is a risk.
Now, Phil, you've given this interview on film. Are you worried about your ability to practice as a mountain professional?
Well, it's becoming, with climate change, there's more and more marmots.
Right.
And we find that they're becoming less and less hairy and more aggressive.
Right. Less hairy, more aggressive.
Yes.
Well, thanks very much. Right. I think we've got the complete story now. See, the marmots live in burrows around the steep slopes of Chamonix and the Argentière area. They lure children that are not prepared with Nutella. They attack them, inject them with poison, venom, digest them, suck their insides out, and then regurgitate them as mozzarella cheese. Now, as astonishing and scary as this might sound, I think there's more. There's a huge marmot criminal empire extending around the world involving pizza. See, you can't have pizza without mozzarella cheese. And my sources tell me that the leader of the evil marmot mozzarella criminal empire, Giuseppe Marmotti, might live near here. I think we're going to try and find him now. Okay, I think I'm at Marmot HQ. We're in the Marmotons restaurant. I'm very worried. I'm deep undercover now. I'm surrounded by children who I hope will act as a decoy. One or two of them are eating Nutella, so if things get leery, I expect that the marmots will attack them, not me. Yeah. Are marmots dangerous?
Sorry?
Are marmots, are they dangerous?
No.
Seth, do you like Nutella? Have you been eating Nutella all week? No. Okay. What's that?
I think that's a lie.
I just had a Nutella crab. I haven't had it all week.
You've had a Nutella crepe, okay? So I'm just going to go to another child who should be able to provide some more evidence about Nutella and marmots.
Hi, I'm Emma Henry, but you probably know that already.
Hi, so firstly, maybe if you could just tell us me your name.
Alice.
Alice.
Henry.
Alice Henry or Henry Alice?
Alice Henry.
Alice Henry, okay. Alice, you're here in the Marmoton restaurant.
Yes.
Does everything seem fine
At the moment.
at the moment? But do you think it's a really safe place to be?
Not really, no.
Not really, no. No, you don't feel safe in this restaurant. Why don't you feel safe in this restaurant, Alice?
At any point, marmots could come.
At any point, a marmot could come. And what would happen if a marmot came?
Well, I've been eating Nutella, so I may get eaten by a marmot.
You've been eating Nutella, so a marmot might eat you.
Yes.
How does that work?
Marmots are drawn to Nutella.
Marmots are drawn to Nutella. Right, so the evidence is really stacking up, isn't it? We've got a restaurant called the Marmotons. We've got a waiter who says marmots are not dangerous. We've got a menu that includes homemade pizzas, and we've got Nutella, and we've got a child with Nutella around its face. Hello, I'm doing a film about marmots.
Okay.
And we've heard some reports that marmots are very dangerous and have killed many children in the Chamonix Valley. Is that true?
Is that because they gave them chocolate?
We'd just like to ask, are marmots dangerous?
No.
Okay, I'm here in the infamous Crow-Shoe area, Flégère, possibly most dangerous part of the Chamonix Valley for marmots. We'll just have a look round. It's wilderness. In the summer, this area is full of these vile creatures. You can see the heather and the bilberry poking through the snow, and under that snow, allegedly hibernating, are the dreaded marmots. Now, we're going to go to an interview with a mother of a lost child. This is Mrs. Henry. She's been skiing in Chamonix for a week now, but she's lost one of her children.
Please help.
Yeah, I think that's all we can say now. She's too upset, she's too emotional to be on camera. It's not fair to expose her.
You know her other child though.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, I'm Emma Henry, but you probably know that already.
So, actually, if we look in the snow, we might find some evidence of the lost child. Yeah, this is it. This is a child being taken by marmots, being dragged into their holes. Seth, get back! Get back for the love of God, no!
Hi, I'm Emma Henry, but you probably know that already.
Oh my God.
The scene we were faced with after the taking of James Henry defied any logical explanation. There was no blood, there was no blood trail, there were no body parts, just the sad remnants of a child's family ski holiday. His poles, his helmet and gloves and jacket lying there in the snow. The body mysteriously taken and sucked underground into the marmot's lair. I knew it was him because I recognised the lime green jacket I'd seen so often sliding down the slopes with such skill. What will I tell his mother?
Okay, here we are in Argentière, and most of the party's okay, but there's one missing face at the table. We can't see.
Where's
James coming anywhere. But
He's
it's
definitely
okay to eat cheese or eating fondue. There's